The world as we know it is changing right before our very eyes, with the way we meet, interact and communicate with one another. As we practice social distancing, staying at home to stay safe during this period because of the spread of coronavirus pandemic that has ravaged nations across the globe.
It took 67 days from the first reported case to reach the first 100,000 cases. 11 days for the second 100,000 cases, and just 4 days for the third 100,000 cases. You can see how the virus is accelerating.
With cities, countries being put on lockdowns to prevent the spread of Covid-19, Nigeria is the latest nation to put its citizens on a 2-week curfew.
Based on the advice of the Federal Ministry of Health and the NCDC, I am directing the cessation of all movements in Lagos and the FCT for an initial period of 14 days with effect from 11 p.m. on Monday, 30th March 2020. This restriction will also apply to Ogun State due to its close proximity to Lagos and the high traffic between the two states. All citizens in these areas are to stay in their homes.
With an enforced lockdown of Abuja, Lagos and Ogun states in effect from 11 p.m. on Monday, 30th March, the people that would be most affected by the restriction of movement are the day-to-day small business owners that run on per daily cash-paying customers. Though the government has promised stimulus packages to aid companies and Nigerians during and after the COVID-19 crisis.
This lockdown is going to affect me as a business owner because my kind of business is daily income business, and the kind of staff I have too, they depend on everyday income that they see. In fact, the customer trend within the period of time that someone who have said that business should not operate and the coronavirus outbreak out there, the business inflow have dropped by 75%. Many people are scared to come to the salon to barb because of social distancing. And with this total lockdown or shutdown, I begin to worry for myself and my staff.
I'm a self-employed businessman, so I won't be going out to make ends meet for myself. And the little one you have, you have to exhaust it. And staying at home can also be stressful and be boring. It's good, but food first, humanity first. And the government is not even doing anything to help us to subsidize the price of food and other commodities. So as it is, I'm not really happy about the lockdown.
The average Nigerian is hoping that the spread of the pandemic can be stopped and life as we know it returns, as there are fears of what the lockdown and non-commercial activities may do to the economy and people's livelihood.
Bro, it's not be smart, the whole thing just tire person. If they don't get money, your day out. It's not fair. It's very bad. It's very bad. And the virus will not even come kill. Hunger go kill. But the thing will truly affect people so much. So I just pray everything come to an end.
Like, I think if I should be the one, I'll ask the people to be coming out, then going home early instead of not coming out at all.
You cannot blame the government for locking everywhere down. And also, you cannot blame the masses for not listening to the government, because a lot of people have to survive. And it's not easy in this our particular country, because me looking at the whole thing, me myself, I'm very confused. I don't know what to do, because we all have to survive. You ask everybody to stay at home. There is no production for people to survive. You didn't drop anything for them to survive, and you ask them to stay at home. How are they going to survive when they are at home? And 80% of Nigerians, they do work on daily, as in they have their daily bread. Now you ask them to stay at home. how do you want them to survive? Without providing anything, nothing for them to lean on.
You know, as a prepared movement, staying indoors is very difficult. Nobody's used to it. Everybody has to like adjust to the system. It's a whole different thing that we're not used to. School, work, everybody has just be indoors, and I feel like it takes a while before we adjust to it. But staying at home right now is really important for our safety, our family, and everybody. It's our safety first. We don't want like our situation to be like Italy, because this country can't afford an outbreak. So I feel like yes, I support the government's interventions. Everybody needs to stay at home.
I don't know how to stay out for this Nigeria, because all the whole wahala wey dey for Nigeria is past us, and only that na God will help us, you know. Because all those things where they happen now, all those things where they talk now, because me I feel in a way that the thing don't pass us in a way that we don't know how to do it, but it's only that now God will help us. So as far as that is to our help for everybody. So me I cite it to respect the government.
With Europe being the hardest hit with infections and deaths, Nigeria being Africa's most populous nation has so far registered just 97 confirmed infections and 1 death from COVID-19 as at the time of filing this report. But testing has been limited. But enforcing a total lockdown will be a mammoth challenge for the authorities in a country where millions of people rely on their daily earnings to survive.